Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing alright. So there's fans going on in the background, so hopefully it's not too loud. But I just want to share with you guys some information that I wasn't even aware of. One thing I have shared with you in the past, but I want to continue talking about it because it's been on my heart. This is a matter that needs, in my opinion, demands more of humanity's attention, much more, especially here in America, because we have a ton of resources, and yet we still have about 1 million dogs and cats being killed every single year because of lack of funding. That's the only reason, is a lack of funding. Okay, so and then in contrast, to share with you guys, I was curious. I was like, well, I wonder how many people die of starvation here in America. And every year, 13,690 people die of starvation. And I guess 10% of the households in America live in food insecurity. And about 33.8 million Americans experience food insecurity every day. So just to give you guys some statistics, but from that statistic alone, I mean, 13,000 as opposed to 1 million. I mean, that's a huge contrast. So there is actually like here in America, this is one of, if not the most dire problems, is us killing the dogs and cats every year. Okay, and it's such a big deal because here in America, especially, we have an abundance of food and resources and the ability to grow food. Okay, other countries don't have the same type of abundance that we do, but we have that. So we have no excuse. We have no good reason to not develop businesses, foundations, charities, organizations, whatever it may be, governmental spending that's going to this type of matter to not take care of it. There's absolutely no good reason that this is not being taken care of. And then on top of that, most Americans have pets. So most Americans are doing the good thing and getting pets and stuff like that. Well, I don't know. I mean, having pets in the cities, it's very controversial, but it says that we do care enough to actually go out and purchase them and try to take care of them. But the problem is that 1/3 of them don't have enough to pay for the vets. And I've dealt with this myself here, living with animals my whole life. Is going to the vet is extremely expensive. Like, they charge an arm and a leg for simple shit. Like, it's like almost highway robbery, you know. And so the whole, it's literally like another industrial complex. I mean, this whole thing needs to get changed, okay? And like I said, there's plenty of money out there. And for people whom are looking to invest in good causes, this is a very good cause to invest in. And like the farmer's dog seems to be the most prominent good food source for animals. You can order it online, they ship it to you. They advertise it being human grade food. Like, it's so fresh, you actually have to freeze it. It's crazy. They got to advertise things that way, but it is what it is. So looking at them, I mean, if you have a smaller dog, it's about the average is like $60 per month. But if your dog is about 55 pounds, it jumps to $300 a month. So, you know, and I tried to find out how much profit they add into their prices, and I wasn't able to find it. And actually, like, they don't even really give, well, I mean, they give some specific, I mean, obviously they do, because I just shared with you guys some specifics, but I'd like to see the whole breakdown. Like, when it comes to companies, I want to know how much they're tacking onto their products to make a profit. And if they don't want to show that, then I don't really want to buy from them anymore. And I think more humans should be advocating this type of a principle. Like, let's see how much these companies are tacking on to their products, because this shit is ridiculous. This profiteering is what's causing a large amount of the problems here on this planet and in this realm, in this reality. So we need to stop doing it. You know, this is something that I'm not going to back off of. And in fact, I need to push it even further, because not only is nobody else talking about it, but it is such a dire problem. And and I know how much human beings can become entangled in this material world and the fleshiness and the worldly ways. So by us getting over this greed and us focusing so much on the money and the profiteering and the exploiting of Mother Nature and each other, this will help us change our perception and thus our ways into one that's more in tune with living in harmony with everything and God and love. So, all right, I just want to share that with you guys, and I'm going to continue developing a strategy to open up a type of animal sanctuary. But I see, when I do that, I also want to incorporate everything. So I'm going to try to, again, tie everything together as much as I can together to come up with a more holistic plan that is able to provide a sanctuary for every living thing, not just the dogs and the cats, but for, you know, refugees, for human beings that don't want to live in these cities, for the sick, for everybody, for prisoners who want to rehabilitate, for everything. So, all right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.